Have another orchard update. I took out the old framed beds there. The mulch is still there, but I'm going to mow over it and put those nice tree rings around it. And we had this nice bed in the center that Anna wanted to take all the dirt out, but I didn't. And it's good soil, so says what we're going to do is we're going to get some more blueberry bushes and throw them down there. They have some really nice blueberry bushes for a great price at Gale's Nursery. And the strawberries, we got to thin through. And I've been working on my hydroponics system pretty much all day today. Dug a nice hole for the 50-gallon reservoir. And put up the 10-inch boards, the cinder blocks, the drain lines. And all we need are the buckets that my awesome future sister-in-law got. I think she got like 18 buckets. I mean, that's going to take a huge chunk of money off. So, gave her some 22 ammo to trade. But, yeah, that's that. This hole actually, it doesn't look very deep, but it was a pain in the butt to dig because there's a lot of clay and it was really wet. So, alright, and then I'm also going to put some rocks over the tarp here, so that way I never have to mow in here. I'll weed whack, but I won't have to mow. So that'll be really, really nice. Then I'll put the trellis down the center and go from there. Here are the blueberry bushes. We had to tear out the old mulch because it was just loaded with chokeweed. So, and if you could tell, in my hydroponic system from last year, there was a leak. There's always a leak in that pot. And look at how big that blueberry bush is compared to this blueberry bush. And this blueberry bush was planted at the same exact time. So, and then they had mulch on sale at Home Depot. Picked it up, put it down. So, looks a lot better than the cypress mulch that was down. And I went ahead and moved the chicken tractor over on the outside of the garden, since we're not really going to put the chickens in there. We got a kind of an injured chicken in there right now, trying to nurse her back to health. But put it there, and it's not really going to block the bed, or the garden bed. And then where the chicken tractor used to be, that was there. But it was a composting bin, a bunch of composting rollers, which didn't work very well. So I raked up and shoveled up all the old mulch and moved the frame over here, and then put some rebarb down and put the 3/4 inch pipe in there, and that'll be our greenhouse for the year. So that'll look good. Oh, and I took some dirt and leveled off this pit right here from the snow. Now, for anybody who is used to seeing our garden, don't mind that door. It's a redneck door, but it works well. But if you remember the garden, we used to have 3 rows of beds. We had 8 garden beds. And last year we were deciding, or actually over the wintertime, we decided to extend it. So we extended it about another 7 feet. And in the back there, if you can tell, that little bed right there, that's some of the 55-gallon drums that we use for the compost roller. We were able to salvage half of the barrel of each one because the other half had a big hole in it for the door. And then we just built a small little frame from sit off the ground a little bit, put some weed paper and some composted soil in there, and now we have 2 extra beds. And the only thing it cost was just to buy the dirt. We had everything else. And then all this paneling here, this is paneling that was on the ground, or that was shoved in the barn for like 4 years. This is paneling that we took off of the walls in the basement, and I just never wanted to take it up to the front, so it'll make perfect weed paper. But we're going to fill this up with containers here. We're going to do some container gardening. And it should be really, really good. And there's the elm tree, or whatever kind of tree that is, that Judy gave us. So, here's my solar panels, Jeff. My father-in-law bought himself a 100-watt solar panel. So, this is our little homestead. Got a lot of this done in just 2 days. Next thing we need to do is clean up that mess. Got trash I got to take up to the front tonight.